Hello, welcome to the Singing Butterfly Tarot. My name is Cassidy. I'll be taking care of you guys today. I'm just doing a quick check-in with the element of air. So this involves my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarius. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna start off the reading by just doing like a general collective for the air signs. I find that most of like the elements are really similar to each other. Air, water, fire, and earth, you know, can usually be kind of put together. So with this collective video, I wanted to start doing it, make it a little bit easier for me. Instead of doing 12 videos every month, we can start doing like 4 videos every month where I give you guys about 10 minutes per each sign within this video, as well as just a collective to start with. Okay, so I was already kind of meditating into your energy for the air signs, and I pulled some great songs. Like I was really energetically like vibing with it. So one song that we had was Can We Be Friends by Conan Gray. Great song. Felt a little bit lonely. Next song, what do we have? Usually I can go back, but I started playing it on my phone, then I switched to my iPad, so now I can't really go back to see what it was. One song was Pussy Fairy by Janae Aiko. That's great energy. There was the one song in between those songs that came on. Oh, it was She's Not Afraid by One Direction, which is all about like somebody who's really outgoing, somebody who really is not scared of anything except falling in love. And so then I just found it funny. The next song was Pussy Fairy, which is very like seductive. And then I can't remember which song was after that. I think it was this one. We got Time Flies by Mac Miller, Lil B. And then we ended with Dark Lady. So that was fun by Cher. I love this image of her so much. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, check out some of those songs, especially check out the lyrics to Time Flies by Mac Miller, because there may be some, you know, with rap songs, they go so fast and there's so much poetry within rap lyrics that if you go look those lyrics up, I feel like there's got to be something in there for everybody, especially my air signs here. Okay, so let's get us started with the collective. Let me start playing my music, my background music real quick. All right. How are you guys doing? I've missed the collective so much. I really hope you guys are doing well with the pandemic, with politics, just staying safe, all of the above here. I do want to apologize. I live in Texas, so there's no way in hell I am going to turn my air conditioner off during this reading. Sorry about it. When I get that central air, the sound will be much better, okay? So let's go ahead and I'm actually skipping steps here. Let's get some cards out, man. It's 4 minutes. We've only done music. Music talks to me personally so much. I've gotten so many messages and downloads from music in my lifetime. Just 2 coincidental moments where it just feels like it was meant for me, that I just started accepting that I may be clairaudient here. So that's just one of my favorite things to do, is pull songs for you guys, even though I hope copyright doesn't get my ass one of these days. Also, I'm sorry if I casually curse. I don't know if people get offended by stuff like that nowadays, but it's, you know, I'm 23, guys, so I curse. I do. Oh no, a 20-year-old curse. But anyways, let's go back to your energy while I'm shuffling, just to focus back on what is the overall energy here for my air signs. Overall energy here for my air signs. What is the overall energy for my air signs? But yeah, I was just feeling like in most aspects, you guys are doing well. I feel like most aspects, you're actually clearing your mind up a lot. I feel like you guys are finding a lot of mental power. Now that you kind of understand the situation, we've gotten used to this situation for a while now. You know, we're all just kind of going with this crazy change that's constantly, yeah, this constant change that's just like constantly pulling us to face it, to go with the punches, roll with the punches, and just like figure things out along the way. I know a lot, like financially, a lot of people may be struggling, or financially people may be just like panicking, or just feel like we can't really see ahead right now. We're not really sure when this is going to end. Our government sucks. I don't know what else to say, but this is just the collective energy for my air signs. So, but I just feel like I was saying, with just the music downloads, I feel like you guys are in a state of mental clarity, mental power, and you guys are figuring shit out. But the only downfall I'm actually seeing here with my air signs is love. I feel like you guys get so freaked out, or so like, I can't, let me try to think of the word. Like when it comes to love, it's like you feel all over the place. I don't know. You guys feel like that's just the one thing you can't really figure out right now. So this isn't a love reading. This is just a general collective reading. So it's just funny to me that that message is coming through. Let's go ahead. Oh, beautiful. It's so pink too. This pink and blue really, so I'm feeling like this is definitely your airy energy, We've got a 6 here, nurturing energy, which is kind of weird for air signs. Not because, you know, I'm trying to not clump you guys into like the stereotype of air signs where you guys are like cold and detached and all mental, because most of us are huge mixes of our sun, moon, rising, all of our other placements, our houses. We are this whole collaboration of energies, right? So I don't want to just say that, you know, most like air signs aren't loving people, but I just feel like love in general is just what's like driving you, or it's like something maybe you're trying to bury deep down, as it says, time for a deep dive. Like maybe something you're planting some seeds now where you're just kind of thinking about it, but you still get a lot of fear. And I feel like you're hoping for like this bloom, this blossom. Swan spirit, the ugly duckling. I just heard the ugly duckling in my head. Maybe some of you guys feel like there's a lot of things you need to do. Pardon me, I did just eat. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of things that maybe you still feel like you need to do before you can welcome in that part of your life, that kind of love energy into your life. Or this could be, if this isn't really resonating with you like romantically, I just want to say it's like you're kind of learning how to be less cold, or learning how to be more empathetic, learning how to really start sharing your emotions in a less logical way. Let's see what we got for you guys. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When swan spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is knowledge you are not aware of and great treasures to discover. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys are like, okay, like I'm getting the hang of this. I'm rolling with the punches here. I feel like you guys kind of think that you are on track, but then there's this emotional side that's like really dug deep, like, or buried deep. That's what I'm trying to say. There's this like, yeah, like this emotional depth that you guys still are kind of repressing, still are kind of putting in the back of your head, still kind of avoiding. And I think what's funny about it is, like, I think you guys are looking at as if it's like a body or like a skeleton, right? Like something buried in the soil here that's like bad, basically, like something that when you dig it up, you'd be scared to find. You'd be scared to find, like, a skeleton or whatever. But I think what it actually is are these seeds that are planted right now. And if you only, instead of maybe trying to just like savagely like dig them up, I think instead it might be a good idea to try to water them, try to nurture them back to the 6, that nurturing energy, the nurturer. Instead, trying to water them, treat them kindly, I'm hearing. Really process them in a healthier way. Okay, because what happens when you dig up a seed too, then it's not going to grow. So let's get back to what this is saying. So deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from greater self-knowledge is what you need right now to better understand a relation or a situation or a relationship, it says. So yeah, I'm feeling like there's kind of 2 different groups where it's like some of you, it's just like this nurturing your own emotional availability. And then the second half of you, it's like nurturing a relationship. Okay. And either one of those, if you nurture it, it's going to grow. It's going to bring you some rewards back to, I feel like it's just going to feel so much greater than what you expected. I think you're really kind of fearful right now. Kind of like ugly ducklings, like, I almost said ugly duckling syndrome, which is funny because, like, I'm just seeing like some of you guys live in this mindset where you kind of think that you're going to be this ugly duckling forever, when it's just like, they grew up and they became this gorgeous, I can't even remember if they became like, I don't know why it's called the ugly duckling when I think it's a swan. Like, it's just like, stop limiting your self, basically. Try nurturing yourself and see what happens. So back to this. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so too will you come to better know others. So Swan Spirit asks you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. I'm also hearing media. I feel like because we have all been kind of plugged in right now, especially with the news, everything, and just as we're all kind of stepping into this is the norm, right? This is the norm now. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody's online. It's just the norm. I feel like the whole market is on the internet now. You can order, buy anything online. So we are just constantly sucking in this media, this energy, right? And not all of this is good for us. So I do want to say, resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. Stop judging people based on what's on their profiles or their medias, because it's not real, okay? This is real life. Everything that you choose to do from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, that is your life, that is your experience. So please start nurturing that experience instead of maybe torturing yourself with this temptation of superficial appearances, right? So know there is much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to dive deep into your why. Asking the deeper questions of yourself, you are led by the grace of swan spirits. Nurture yourself with grace here, okay? So I feel like that's a really powerful collective. that was a lot more than I was expecting. That is a really long explanation too, and we've only got one card out here. So I hope some of that resonated. So collective energy, collectively we are air signs. Nurture yourself. Focus on nurturing yourself and your experience. Focus on nurturing others too. See what happens then. I feel like we need to start practicing intimacy again. I feel like there's a lack of intimacy nowadays, especially with media, especially just with pandemic. We are all isolated. It's hard to connect nowadays, like truly intimate connect. So make sure you're nurturing that. Make sure you're letting this little seed, this little seedling grow. Okay, so next I'm going to be using this beautiful deck here called Legendary Ladies by Anne Shin. Anne Shin, okay. It's a 58 goddess deck here to empower and inspire you. I am obsessed with it already. I find so much power from tuning into goddesses, tuning into higher powers here, tuning into powerful energies. I am going to apologize. I did take Psyche out of my deck. So there's 57 goddesses. But that card, this is Psyche as well here, always joining us in our readings. But she has just guided me through so much in my life since I feel like my transformation. And she's on my altar, basically. That card is currently charging on my altar, so I can see her every day and pray to her. Okay. So I do apologize for that. But we're pulling cards currently for what is the collective goddess. What goddess can my air signs here tune into? What goddesses have messages for my air signs, collective air signs? What do they want to say to my beautiful air signs? And then we'll go ahead and jump into the 10-minute readings per sign, okay? I say 10 minutes, but they've been like 15. All these cards are so gorgeous. Like, I'm overwhelmed every time. Ooh. Okay. Healing, yeah. And we've got some other ones trying to pop out. Oh, I kind of want to take this one too. Okay. Just because I saw that one twice. So I feel like something's trying to, yeah, look at this. I mean, so we have Sekhmet. Sorry if I'm not saying that, Sekhmet. And Annie? I'm so sorry. I'm going to butcher these goddesses' names every time. No disrespect. But, yeah, I'm sorry. So we've got healing and inner strength here. So for my air signs, please look up histories of these two. Look up what these two have been through. We're going to get some messages here from the book as well. But if you're feeling like you need some strength, if you're feeling like you need some guidance here, this is definitely, you know, I'm also seeing definitely with these animal spirits, like, tune into the power of the lion, tune into the luck of the rabbit. There's also so many little fairies here. And just tune into like this magical, this inner strength, this magical inner strength here, as well as healing. Okay, let's see what they have to say here. All right, so the lioness, goddess of destruction and healing. Sekhmet shows you the power of breaking things down in order to rebuild them. it's time to do just that. She'll send you messages in your dreams about what will help you transform during your next evolution. Yes, so breaking out of maybe some old habits, some old patterns of yours, giving yourself the healing that you deserve. Think of it as, this is actually coming into me as a tower moment in your life. So something needs to kind of come crashing down, but it's actually a beautiful thing because you're able to rebuild it. And I'm just hearing the previous foundation may not have been as stable as this new one that you now have the potential, now that you have the opportunity to create. So do take this as a blessing here, okay? It's time to do that. She'll send you messages in your dream about what will help you transform during your next evolution. So I'm hearing also, if you are a very vivid dreamer or somebody who is actually able to maybe kind of induce your own dreams. I have met people like that. So maybe before you sleep, kind of think of her and just ask her, what will help me transform? What's going to help me evolve to my next step here, okay? And allow the messages of this dream to guide you, give you to receive these messages, okay? Be open to receiving. And then we have Miss I don't know how to say it, Ain? Inner Strength. She's a Celtic goddess. So goddess of love. Yes. Oh my gosh, guys. We have the goddess of destruction and healing, right? So we're tearing something down, and then we're like, I'm just seeing a garden too. Like, I'm just seeing like somebody had to like tear apart this area, maybe dig up all the weeds, dig up all the grass, dig up a hole, a plot, fill it up with dirt, plant these seeds so you could rebuild, so you could literally like allow this love here to grow, pour love into yourself, nurturing yourself. So it says, Goddess of Love is guiding you to look within for strength. And this is all about inner, right? This is all about changing things within ourselves. This is all about our own evolution. Whether you're embracing a new path, taking a risk, or healing from past pain, everything you're seeking is inside of you. So stop looking at these outside sources. Stop looking at these superficial outside sources when everything you have is within yourself. This is such a magical like card as well. It's just like finding your own inner magic. Her eyes are closed. Both of their eyes are closed. I feel like they're very in tune to what's going on the inside of their minds instead of all of this craziness on this outside, right? All of this media projection. It's exhausting. It's so exhausting for our psyches, for our brains. Okay, so that's all I have for the collective. I'm going to go ahead and jump right now. We're at 23 minutes. I'm going to jump into, let's start with Gemini. Yeah. Go in order, out of respect. Order of the wheel. So my Geminis, how are you guys doing? How are you doing, my lovely, lovely Geminis? I hope you're doing well. I love Gemini so much. I have so many family members that are Geminis, so I'm always thinking of them as I'm shuffling. I've met a lot of cool Geminis. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say, but either way, if you're thinking about relationships or having any relationship issues, I'm hearing like the solution to that right now is turning into yourself, tuning into yourself, right? This is all about you and your own growth here. We got 2 in reverse, so let's see how this goes. So these are, I just pulled cards for your emotions currently. Emotionally, what is going on with my lovely Geminis? We have perception in reverse, yes. I feel like there's part of you guys that are really sucked into media. There's some of you guys who really started valuing yourself based on your media content, based on all this superficial, like, what am I worth? You know, like, basically, I don't know why I'm seeing, like, literal people maybe even looking at Instagram models, and just really harshly judging themselves. You guys aren't seeing, like, I feel like that's the thing. Okay, so maybe it's not even so much as relationships that you guys are having trouble with, or it's just love in general. So that's that. I'm including now self-love, intimacy, basically emotionally unavailable people. I feel like it's because it's part of a perception of yourself that you keep feeding yourself this perception of yourself that isn't even true. And until you start seeing yourself more clearly and in a more loving way, I just don't think that there's going to be any room for a healthy relationship here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this other reverse out of the way so we can get to this one. We've got service in reverse. Yeah. So it's like, I'm also seeing like this is all intimacy as well, connections, connecting with people, especially so that in a moment of passing away, you don't feel like you maybe missed an opportunity to get close to people, or you don't feel like you missed opportunities for intimacy. Service in reverse. I feel like, again, there's this, you guys are having this kind of sick need to feel like if you aren't doing a service, or if you, like, I feel like some of you guys think you don't have any service to provide because your insecurities aren't allowing you to do what you do best. I feel like you hold yourself back, my Geminis. So maybe there is a need to kind of give back. Maybe there is a need to really start seeing yourself as someone who can provide a service for other people, as someone who can have these intimate connections, who can do things for other people and not feel like so cold or detached, not feel so, and I don't like that. I still, once again, it feels wrong to even say those words in an air sign reading, like cold and detached. Sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, I just feel like you guys are putting too much value on, like, media. I just keep feeling the superficiality, of like, I am no service if I am not basically like an Instagram model, which is just, you know, it's sick. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to like put that really bluntly, but it's not the truth. This is just a false perception here, and it's time. You see these berries, like, it's time for growth. And oh my gosh, look, this, okay, hold on. The downloads, okay. You see all this, like, she is pouring into herself. Like, to me, this is the same person, even though their skin tones look kind of different. I'm just equating them as the same person. It's just like this little whispering voice in reverse here. I feel like it keeps feeding you. Like, it's time to start, you know, feeding yourself something more nutritious than maybe the other things that you're consuming mentally, the negativity, and start being your own loving self voice here. Start providing yourself your own loving perception of yourself, right? Ooh. And last but not least, dissipating. Oh my gosh. Wow. This could just be quarantine speaking, guys. I feel like, you know, it's been hard on everybody. People have lost people have lost jobs, people have lost money. It's just, you know, there's so much going on here. I kind of want to read in. I am more than I think I am. Wow. Canary yellow. I am more than I think I am. See, this is all about how you guys are viewing yourself. You need to start being more nurturing to yourself. Okay, it's so important here. So it says, Canary, a pet bird, has wonderful ideas for an action movie starring his owner, Mrs. Robinson. They frequently discuss the exciting plot with friends and family, but when they're given money to make the screenplay a reality, Canary and Mrs. Robinson choose to go on a cruise instead. For the rest of their lives, they talk about their great story and existent fantasy novel. Oh my god, this is... Guys, what did I say? Like, my mom is a Gemini, and something they've always told me is don't be someone who just talks about doing it. Do it, okay? And I watched, both of my parents are air signs, actually. This is all hitting me. But, you know, you can sit there and talk about things all day. You can daydream all day. But it's like, what do you really deserve here? Like, do you just... You owe it to yourself to give yourself that reality, right? Because your dreams are valuable. Your dreams are worth something, and it's time that you change that perception. You change, so you're not doing yourself a service. You're not viewing yourself in a better way. You know, I can't really. So key ideas: taking action, content to dream, going in circles, strong intelligence. My Geminis, I know you guys are intelligent people, but it's about like making excuses, procrastinating, okay? And also there's an assistance here with this, so maybe even letting friends inspire you. Inspiration: beware of being imprisoned by the story you tell. Do you intend to do what you say? Ooh, that sounds like a challenge. Do my Geminis intend to do the things that they talk about, the things that they say? Well, let's get some tarot out here. We're like 30 minutes in. We're like 7 minutes into your video here. And I haven't pulled any tarot. I just love oracle decks as well. They just give you so much to work with. I mean, tarot does too, but sometimes they're just really blunt messages that you can't ignore. So I really try to get... I'm sorry if I pull a lot of those, but it's just really helpful. You guys owe it to yourself. That's all I keep hearing is like, what keeps holding you back? Is it the idea that you guys don't think that you deserve this? Because you do. You definitely do. We got 9 of Swords. So some of you guys are feeling like you're kept up at night about this. You're very anxious, fearful in your head. You know, and this is under perception here. So your perception, you're living in this fear-based perception here I think you're holding yourself back, saying, like, I think you keep picturing the worst thing that'll happen, which for some of us, I mean, for me is helpful. I feel like if I envision the worst case scenario, then I'm not really that scared anymore, because I'm like, well, if that happens, you know. But I feel like you kind of stop there. Like you've got the shovel and you're like, you're just so scared there's like skeletons underneath the soil for some reason, instead of looking at it like, oh, I could plant a whole garden here. I feel like you guys are kind of scared to find, you're scared to see what you will find on this journey. Okay, there's all this stress, burden. I feel like you guys feel overwhelmed, isolated. I feel like you guys have this perception as well that people gossip about you, or people talk about you and see you in this perception, and that's also why you keep holding yourself in that way, is because you assume other people view you like this, and it's not true. It's time to break out of that mold. We've got the 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, not coming to a decision, not choosing a path here. Maybe even just being kind of confused about which direction to go, which path to go on, which road do I take? How do I get there, you know? And then we have the Chariot. Oh, Yes, this is the way we're ending it, Gemini. This is the way we're ending it, okay? I'm happy. This is the way we're ending it. We've got the stars, we've got the moon here. We've got this glorious battle, this knight charging into battle, fearless, right? Fearless, because they know I can slay this fucking dragon. Sorry for my cursing. I can slay. I'm just getting so fired up, and I don't know if it's just these flames coming in, but there's a need for victory. There's a need for this success. You need to start viewing yourself in this chariot energy. You guys are the driver in your own life, and it's up to you. I don't know why, but I'm literally seeing Michael Scott driving himself into a lake right now. I've been watching too much Office, but you guys can't be that person. Stop driving yourself into the lake, because you know what? It's foolish, it's silly, it's comedic at this point, when you could be driving yourself into this victory. Stop being fearful of change. Stop being indecisive. Start planning things as well. There's a lack of planning, fear of the unknown. Oh, dreams. Oh my gosh. Y'all cheesy Geminis. Y'all are cheesy this month. This is so like clear. This is just so crystal clear to me. Like, you guys are holding yourself back, and it needs to stop, because you are incredibly powerful. You are a force to be reckoned with, and it's time to start really believing that. Stop the self-doubt, stop the disappointment, okay? Are you gonna go on the cruise like an old lady and her bird, or are y'all gonna really make this fucking movie, this action-packed movie that will exist for eternity? Here's eternity. Gently move your awareness from the external world to a world of light within your heart. Oh, what have we been talking about, babes? It's time to start taking this external world. Stop sucking in this media, because it's not good for you. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You can create eternity. You can create legacies. It's possible. You are, in essence, a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. And then we have dreams. You owe it to yourself to make these dreams come true. I'm not reading the card, but that's just coming in so strong. This is a wondrous time of healing and positive transformation. Embrace life each moment and keep focused on your dreams. Retain the purity of your vision, and you will draw success to you. All you ever wished for, even that which seemed a distant dream, is about to manifest. You can do it. You can do it. Retain the purity of your vision, and you will draw success to you. And so what that means is, like, in a purity mindset here, right? I'm so over time. Oh my gosh. Let's grab the last one. But in this purity mindset here, you have to remind yourself that, like, what am I trying to say? A child isn't even going to really doubt themselves as much as you, as an adult, being hurt in this world, kind of facing reality in this world, may take it. You know, you have to stop being scared, because, you know, when children speak about their dream, when pure-minded people speak of their dreams, they're very light. They don't hold themselves back with all this self-doubt. And I think you need to start kind of going back to that childhood energy of, like, as a child, what did I dream of with no limit? Friendship. Oh, my Geminis. My Geminis. And that's that intimacy coming back in, okay? Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Your dreams! Oh, that's such a beautiful way to to end this, okay? So your friends are really going to help. Once you start opening your heart to not only yourself, but to also other people, start building these intimate relationships without fear that, you know, they may crumble, that they may fall apart. I feel like there's also that fear. Just start seeking out support for your dreams and you will get it, okay? Thank you, Geminis. I really love this reading. I really hope that it resonated, okay? So now I'm going to move on to my Libras. Oh, Libra. It's funny. I feel like the air signs, like, yes, they're similar, but you guys are also so different. So just channeling my Libras now. We're at 40 minutes, okay? Now that my 17-minute Gemini video is over with. Hopefully my Libras go a little quicker. Let's see what's going on with you. Oh, give me one sec, guys. Let me just clear out. Ooh, okay. Clear out some energy. My Libras. Alright, so you guys are at some crossroads, my Libras. I feel like you guys aren't sure as to what your destiny is. Basically, your purpose. I feel like you're struggling with purpose. Okay, we got 4. I'll take it for you, my Libras. Especially since these all just popped out. So I feel like you guys definitely need to hear this. Alright. Alright, I'm kind of going to disconnect this. I don't know why it feels very... I feel like some of you Libras need to stop focusing on soulmate. Some of you Libras need to stop focusing on love. Some of you guys need romantic relationships, basically. I feel like some of it is just codependency. Some of it is... yeah, I'm just getting codependency. It just feels like... since it's in reverse, it's just like... the first soulmate that you have is yourself. I've actually never said that out loud. It's not like something I live by or say all the time, but I do kind of, I'm getting that for you guys. It's like your first soulmate should be yourself right now. And I think that there's a lot on your plate. There's a lot on your mind right now. So you really need to just kind of let that go. I actually kind of want to put it back in the deck now. I think it was meant to be 3, and I wanted to spoil you guys, but now it's like this needs to kind of be put in the back of your mind right now. This is like the least important thing in your path, in your destiny right now. So there is an impasse. I feel like some of you guys have found some kind of blockage in your road, in your path, maybe in what you feel like, something that may even be blocking your destiny here. Something happened that kind of made you take a path or take a route that you weren't expecting. Something that you didn't even want to go on. Like, you know, the easiest path was forward, but something was blocking that path. But the universe is trying to actually, they're putting that blockage there because there may have actually been some danger along the road if you had kept easily flowing down that one, whichever road path you were on currently. I feel like they put this blockage here. This popped out so quickly, and this one always pops out. Like for me, like this one is probably the most seen card I've ever had in this deck. So, pardon me, guys. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely like the universe just put something in your path, and it kind of happened suddenly. You weren't expecting it. It may even be a secret to some people. whatever this blockage was. But you're just having a hard time, I feel like, yeah, like figuring out what is my destiny here, getting balanced, okay? There needs to be a balance between your light and your dark self, your shadow side and your higher self, basically. There needs to be balance between both of them, so one of them isn't manipulating or controlling the other, and you need to start. Your guides are really watching you right now. They look so like crossed arms. He looks like he's like praying. Like, you guys really need to get balanced so that your destiny starts feeling more like your own destiny. I feel like whatever this blockage was, it kind of made you feel like this isn't my path, you know, this isn't my destiny. And that may even be just like some shadow energy talking, even some ego talking, like this isn't, you know, like this isn't what's meant for me, like I'm meant for more kind of energy. And that's just like that ego speaking. So really get down with yourself, do some inner work, make sure you're getting grounded, make sure you're getting balanced. And also I'm hearing service and family is going to be very important to you within this month as well. Being there for people, important people in your life, being of service to people. Like, you just never know how much time you have left, so just make sure that you're being present instead of getting too wrapped up on whatever this blockage here was. Let's get some tarot to clarify some of this, because this is a little less clear than the Gemini energy. Now I remember what it feels like to fly. You give me butterflies. Okay. Oh. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Stop fighting time. Stop seeing time as an enemy. Yeah, stop seeing time as an enemy. There's some kind of ending to something. Something that maybe you weren't really ready to be over. Also with this Knight of Cups in reverse, yes, like I was saying with that soulmate card that I literally put back here, it's just like maybe the person that was offering you something, that was offering you a cup, wasn't really for you. It wasn't your soulmate. It wasn't, like, maybe that was also a blockage. So it's like the universe is trying to let it be known it's a blockage. There may have been some unrequited love. There may have been some manipulation, some heartache, some cheating. Like, basically, like, this is just a really unhealthy lover, basically. And so this could, I'm getting two groups of, it's like it could be you, where you have like these unhealthy patterns, right? And that's also why you need to get grounded. Or it's like that soulmate card, that soulmate energy, and why you need to stop focusing on it is because the people maybe you were pulling in right now, at this level, at this time in your life, the people you were pulling in just weren't good for you. I'm also hearing some of you guys may have just some creative, intuitive blocks. Yeah, some kind of bad news. I don't know. I feel like some of you guys just got some bad news and you're feeling really down on yourself. You're feeling kind of emotional. You're feeling like it's really heavy as well. You're feeling like time is against you. I feel like you also have maybe someone in your mind that is like the enemy, like you kind of keep seeing them as the enemy, and you need to really stop because it's like this obsessiveness now as well, and it's not healthy. And then what do we have last but not least? And also with this service, now I'm kind of getting with this 10 of Wands, it's like, don't overdo it either. Like, you may have a lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot of people maybe to take care of, and that's also why you feel like time is against you. Like you just feel kind of burnt out or restricted. Like, I feel like, especially with this impasse card, like you feel like there's this blockage, like there's this restriction here, and you need to stop looking at it as a restriction, start seeing it as a blessing, start seeing it as something good, something that maybe will be helpful in grounding yourself as well. Maybe you kind of feel taken for granted as well here, especially with love as well. Maybe you feel taken for granted with love. I just feel like my Libras, for September energy, you guys may feel just a little bit lost right now, and I'm really sorry about that. I really do hope it gets better. I feel like once you kind of start start getting grounded, start getting a little bit more balanced, I feel like you're going to start seeing that again. And that's so funny, Libras, of course we're talking about balance. I didn't even think of that. Oh, wow. My air signs, you guys are coming in for the victory here. Gemini, this was the last card Gemini pulled, the Chariot. This is the Chariot, guys. This is all about victory. And, you know, I kind of feel like maybe with Geminis, their battle right now is internal. And maybe my Libras, there's more of some external blockages, as well as there is a little bit of internal with this needing to get back to your grounded self, your clear mind. But in the end, you won a victory. I don't know. Powerful force to be reckoned with. That's what I was hyping Gemini up. I was like, you guys are a force to be reckoned with. You guys need to rush into this presently, like being a little more present, right? Rush into this and start seeing this as like, fuck yeah, blessing. All right, let's get some angels. That's so awesome. See, I feel like you guys are going to have some victory. Once you start seeing this as this path, this new path here, once you start really seeing it as, that's so cute, I read it. Once you start seeing it as like, this isn't meant for you to be stressed out, like the universe isn't trying to stress you out with this blockages, with all this, like, you know, kind of craziness. They're trying to actually help you and guide you. Once you start trusting, right, that's when this victory, that's when your attitude's going to change. That's when you're going to feel like you are powerful to really rush in. What did I tell Gemini? I told them, you are the driver in your life, right? So where are we going? Relax, my Libras. There is plenty of time. What did I say? Stop fighting time. Stop carrying the whole world on your shoulders here. There is plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light, flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love, right? See, this is the kind of service I feel like that needs to be given instead of this kind of service where you're just overwhelmed, you feel like the clock's against you, all of that. Oh, love. Of course, my Libras, my Venus-ruled Libras, we got the card of love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal, allowing your healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. So every time you get like this negative feeling or this negative thought, really focus on it and try to transmute it. Try to change it into, like, when you're saying like, I am so stressed out right now, say, you know, instead of saying that, be like, I am so blessed that I have a job, that I have things that I care about that are stressing me out. You know, just kind of trying to see the brighter side of things to like negate this negativity. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. All you need. And to finish it off, y'all also got a 15-minute reading. I think this is just kind of 15-minute-esque. Can't help it, guys. Last message for my Libras, please. Last message. What do my Libras need to hear? What conclusively can we give my Libras? Woo. Ask for help when it gets too heavy, when you feel like time's against you. It's okay to ask for help. You don't have to do everything on your own, guys. All right, there we go. We've got light in reverse. Yeah, I feel like your shadow side's kind of getting the best of you guys here. You need to really let this light shine. Let your guides help you. Let your angels help you. Ask for help. You know, angels cannot help you unless you ask them for help. They cannot interfere unless you ask. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So please remember that. Light can penetrate the darkness, okay? Thank you, my Libras, so much. I hope that I catch you in the next video. Next, I'm going to move on to Aquarius. I'm actually going to pause real quick so I can get some more water and just take a breath before I spit out all of this information for my Aquarius, okay? Hi, Aquarius. Hello, how are you guys doing? All right. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Sending you guys love and light right now. Thank you for joining me. I want to jump into your emotions. What are your emotions right now? What are your emotions currently? Okay. Despondence. Beautiful. I'm going to read from the book for that one, but I feel like you're in this... You're in some power here, and other people may even be jealous. Rejection, okay. Got rejection, despondence, and I kind of want to wait till we read what that is all about. Despondence. Just kind of want some backstory here. So by taking action, I found the road out. So Iris, okay. Iris is depressed and unable to look after herself or her home. She cries out to the great spirits for help. Mother Earth appears and suggests Iris shower, eat a good meal, and clean up her house. She does, but she feels despondent. Suddenly a hurricane hits and Iris springs into action to rescue her neighbor's children. In the urgency, Iris finds the way out of depression is by taking action. So it teaches us the only route out of stagnation is motion, right? An object in motion will stay in motion, an object at rest will stay at rest. That's funny, and I don't like to talk kind of like mental health, like illness, you know, where it's like there's easy ways to just deal with things, because I know that sometimes it's just brain chemicals and just, you know, it's like, there's things that we can't control, but for some of us, ways to deal with this depression, ways to like get out of this depression is by taking action. And that's what they're just trying to say. For some of you guys, that's really going to resonate of if we do nothing, we must accept the consequences. So in which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? Key ideas: feeling helpless, acceptance of circumstances, change on the horizon. Yeah, that's a lot of what my all of the air signs collectively are feeling, right? It's just like I feel helpless right now in this time, in this moment. But there needs to be a revelation, there needs to be a movement, there needs to be some encouragement here that things can get better, things can get better. And like I was saying, like an object depressed will stay depressed. No, that doesn't even sound right. Because I don't even have anything to say like an object in motion, I don't know. Like, you know, because it's just like emotions are, you know, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're down, sometimes, you know, it's just, there's a flow here. But for those of you guys who have been feeling stuck, feeling rejected, I feel like movement is what's going to really help you out. And sometimes it's not as simple as just like cleaning your house or doing the things that you're supposed to do. Because, you know, those things, those day in, day out, day in, day out, when you're doing kind of like the same routine over and over again, it can feel, it can actually, that's what can kind of cause some depression, is like this dull, boring routine, when what got them out of this is actually being of service, actually like helping somebody else out, you know, like they got up, they moved, they went out there and they did something, and that's what helped them ease that stagnation of like, okay, you know, there are solutions here, and it may not be like the most obvious solution. And then with this rejection, I'm kind of feeling like, you know, with this imagery here, it's a lot of self-rejection. There may be some negative self-talk here. I feel like all of the things that you may be creating right now, you're really harsh, and you're just like, no, I don't like this, this isn't good, when the fact is, it actually probably is really good, but what you hate about it is yourself, basically. I feel like you're projecting your own insecurity, your own self-hatred into your art, into the things that you're creating right now, into your work. And whenever you get this product that represents you, this product that is undeniably part of your essence, I feel like you're rejecting it and you're saying this is bad because in some deep way you reject yourself. And so that really needs to stop, right? That negative self-talk needs to be healed. You really need to work on giving yourself more credit, giving yourself some more love here. Tear down, right? If we're talking about back to the goddesses, if we tear down these patterns, what can we rebuild here? I feel like start putting yourself out there, start being a little bit more fearless, start, you know, and we've got these flowers here again, planting these seeds, okay? Let's see what else. Wisdom in reverse. I don't know why I'm actually hearing some of you guys are taking bad advice. Some of you guys are kind of reading whatever wisdom, I don't know these sources that I'm feeling, whatever sources these are. I don't know why I'm also getting like social medias. That's been really heavy in this whole reading. But there's some kind of source of wisdom, like wherever you get your advice, wherever you get your wisdom, wherever you get like your motivation, it may not be the most healthy place to get them, and I think you may need to start finding new sources, finding new resources to test out. Like there's just some kind of fake god, like false prophet energy. False prophet energy where, and isn't that crazy? I mean, I can't believe I didn't notice that right away, but some of you guys may even kind of be pregnant, or I'm also getting just like Empress energy where some of you guys have all this creativity boiling up inside of you. It almost feels like you really need to start giving birth to these creative ideas, and that may even help you kind of get out of this despondence as well. Yeah, you guys are Oh, wow, this just feels so closed off. It really does. Look at your own inner wisdom here. Let's get some tarot. Yeah, let's get some tarot because I really need some tarot out here. Aquarius, please. Aquarius, clear, concise messages. Clear, concise message. What do you have for Aquarius? What do you have for Aquarius? What do you have for Aquarius, please? Oh. I'm like, if it's 3 cards, I'll take them all, but as I say that, there's like 3 on the top, like, here you go. Alright. Alright, my beautiful Aquarius, let's go ahead and do this. We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Oh! I snuck a peek. Okay. So, Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is a romantic situation. For the other half of you, this is like, again, this is like emotional intimacy. Some of you guys are really struggling with your own emotional intimacy. Some of you guys are, I'm hearing, bad lovers. I'm so sorry, Aquas. Like, I'm not trying to come for you guys, but, and there's beautiful things to come. Like, I really don't. But, and Libra actually got this as well. That's why I'm like, sorry about that, my camera cut off. But anyways, like, there is like this pearl, there is like this beauty, there's this whole world within you. And I feel like it's mostly like creativity, it's mostly just like nurturing, loving energy that you actually have within you, that you're ready to kind of like share with the world. And how I know this is this Empress energy. What was I just talking about, my loves? Like, I literally was telling you guys, basically, you know, like, I was getting this strong Empress energy already. So stepping into that power, stepping into that feminine power within yourself, that's going to be what's most helpful for you in this month, okay? All right, and then we also have the Star. Oh, my Aquarius, I love you so much. I am an Aquarius, Mercury, and Venus, and the Star card had been hiding from me for a little while there. I kind of feel like I fell off, but I'm so happy to see this is coming back into this collective energy, because, you know, that pearl, again, you know, it's just like, there's so much incredible beauty really deep within you guys. And so much that you process. I feel like, especially with this Knight of Cups in reverse, I always talk about how Aquarius are the water bearers. You know, they can hold these emotions. You know, water represents these emotions and this love and all of that. You know, they can, and relationships, you know, we can hold it. But Aquarius are, you know, they aren't actually water, they're air, right? So they have this ability to hold it, to process it, to understand it. And I think that's what makes most Aquarius incredible artists, incredible singers, incredible just artists in general. Just any artist you can think of. Like, you know, there's art right here as well. Chefs, right? We've got this chef energy as well with Molly Grew. So there's this motherly, nurturing, creative, beautiful, like your wishes coming true. Turning this rejection, transmuting this rejection here into beauty. I kind of want to read from this deck's book. This is my last unicorn tarot deck. Let's see that real quick, because they're pretty short. All right, so the Empress. This is a time to embrace things that ground you and build you up in a positive way. Look for opportunities to grow and connect with others, or to nurture new creative outlets and build something from the heart as the warmth of the universe enfolds you. And that's why this is the earth, okay? This whole time I've been like, why is the earth here? Why is it the earth? Like, you know, even if they had just showed me pregnant women, I still would have gotten the same message, but why the earth here? And I think that's why, because as the warmth of the universe enfolds you, get back to your roots and spend some time in nature. I feel like that'll be really healing to you. You know, a lot of us have been stuffed up inside, and that's not good for you. That's not good for your soul, your spirit. So nourish your spirit with new undertakings of forms of creative expression. There is an element of protection or protectiveness safeguarding the moment. So take a beautiful moment to encourage something new and beautiful to be born from it. And then we also have the star here. So it says, you are one with the divine. Your energy attracts positivity. As you dream bigger and with fresh energy, after recent turmoil or upheavals, you are in a good place to rebuild and look to the future with renewed hope and a sense of faith that everything will work out as it should. Keep an eye open for new ideas and new outlets to foster your own growth and let your truest self shine through. All right, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And you guys have 2 major arcana here, so this is, you know, pretty transformative time for you. This could be a big deal, right? This could be a real, there's some conflict, okay? Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is right, the right thing to do, and what your heart wants. Yeah, okay. Right? Because it's like you can hold it, you can understand these emotions that you may have, what your heart wants, but it's about, you know, I feel like your mind, your logic is like, well, what's the right thing to do here? And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your hearts. Do what you love, not what you think you should do. Let these flowers blossom within you. Let these seeds grow within you. See what happens when you nurture these seeds, when you love these seeds, when you start allowing this emotional side of yourself. This is, it's just beautiful. I don't know. Guardian angel, trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with the divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. So anytime you feel like there's conflict or like negative people around you or players manipulating you or this rejection that you feel by others and by yourself here, other people's words and opinions of you, every time you feel this conflict, you need to let go of the stress, listen to your heart, and know that your guardian angels are watching over you. All right, last card, Aqua. Last card. Let's see. What last message, please, for my Aquarius? Last message for my Aquarius, please. Last message for my Aquarius, please. Last message for my Aquarius. We got 2. Y'all getting spoiled today. Celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way, but be safe, okay? Please be safe out there. COVID's still legit. So as much as you may be celebrating, maybe this is also just like self-celebration where you're really starting to tune into your own self, your own inner voice. But yeah, there's no need to feel rejected. There's no need to just constantly feed this conflict, okay? Let yourself celebrate. Let your hair down. Go dance. Even if you just have to dance alone in your room. Lost and found. There's a little kitty here and the cups falling out. So yeah, so like you may have lost a lover, or not even lost, like that sounds really dramatic, but like you guys may have broken up, maybe something happened romantically, or just, you know, you just lacked some love. Maybe your own cup within your own self, your own emotions has kind of been empty, and you didn't really notice, because it says, what was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. All right, that's all the time I have for you guys. I love and light. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to catch you back at my next month video, okay? Bye-bye, love and light.